everyone, Saki here and welcome back to my channel. So it's time for another episode of Wedding Wednesday. Today I thought I would talk to you all about my planner, and this has literally been the thing that's like getting me through the wedding planning. So I thought it'd be really fun to show you my wedding planner. I actually bought this from Michael's and I'm trying really hard to find it, but I don't think they sell it anymore, so I will try to link like similar ones down below. I actually bought this one a long time ago. I bought it before I was even engaged, knowing that like one day it would happen, I would have this thing for it. I know, I'm crazy, and who does that, right? It is kind of big, but I really like it that way, and I think I'm actually going to keep this forever as like a scrapbook kind of thing to remind myself of the wedding planning and the wedding in general. So that is why this planner is a little bit more special. And yeah, so I thought I would make a video all about my wedding planner and, you know, the planning process and all of that. If you are new to my channel, hello, my name is Saki. I usually make videos on like luxury fashion, but once a month I do make Wedding Wednesday videos because if you didn't know, I am getting married in February 2020. The thing that's a little bit different about my wedding is that it is a destination wedding, so there are a lot of things to plan. So yeah, I just thought I would make a video once a month talking about all those things. So if you are also a bride-to-be or just interested in destination weddings, please stick around my channel and watch my other Wedding Wednesday videos. I will link them down below, and let's get started. So the reason why I thought it was important to like dedicate an entire video on this planner is because when you are planning a wedding, especially overseas, like having everything written down in like a book or on your phone or whatever is so key. Like, I'm not even kidding you. If I didn't have this, I would go crazy because there are so many things to think about when planning a wedding that I didn't even know. And I love this planner because there are already like checklists and like different pages in there. I will show you them as we talk about it, and I'm just so grateful everything's written down already because I would have never even thought of some of these things. I think in this video I'll also give you like a couple of tips if you are also trying to plan a wedding. Hopefully that's a bit helpful as well. So the first thing, when you open this book, there is a really cute page that says our love story, and I think that I'm going to actually be putting our wedding photos in these first two pages. Like I said, I'm kind of doing this scrapbook style, so I think it'd be really awesome to put like some of our photos in here, like cut them out and tape them in here so that when you open the planner it's kind of like an intro to our wedding. I don't know. So the first couple of pages are just room for pictures, and then we get into the first part of the planner, and that is the calendar. So there are these tabs all along the planner, and they actually come undated. They have stickers in the back of the planner where you can stick on the tabs, and you can start it at any month depending on when you start your wedding planning. I started mine in March because that is right after we came back from Thailand, and that is when we like started planning. So I got engaged in February, so I actually put that at the very beginning of this month even though it was the end of February. If you haven't watched any of my other Wedding Wednesday videos, in March of 2019, which was a couple of months ago, I did go to Thailand and we did pick out a venue, so we got a lot of stuff done in the month of March. As you can see, besides picking out the venue, I did actually have lunch or dinner with all of the people that I wanted to be in my bridal party, so I wrote all of that stuff down as well. Obviously I don't do a ton of wedding planning every single month, so the other months don't have like as many things in them. I tried to decorate each month as best as possible, and I also took the time to write like a couple of other things down too as well, like if we watched any movies or like hung out with friends or if there was a birthday or a party or whatever. If you're wondering where these stickers are from, the book did come with some stickers in the back, and then the other stickers I do buy from Etsy. So right now we're on the month of June, and we actually didn't do anything too crazy in June, but Noah did go to a bachelor party, so I wrote that down. And then I also bought my dress actually today, this morning. I'm not sure if it's gonna work out. I've never seen it in person, but it was a really great deal, and it's actually like the exact style that I wanted, so fingers crossed that it's actually the dress for me. I just like to mark like anytime I'm doing a wedding related thing. And yeah, as you can see, this is what the blank month looks like. It's really bare. There's nothing on there and you have to fill in the dates yourself. After the months, they also have like these spaces for like weekly planning, but because I am like strictly pretty much only using this as a wedding planner, I mean, obviously I don't do stuff every single day or even every single week, so these pages are kind of useless to me. Alright, so moving on to the next section of the planner, which is my favorite because it is the checklist. This is why I think this thing is so cool, because it actually starts out the checklist from 12 months out, which is actually when I started planning. So basically the checklist is divided into different categories of months. So when it is 12 months out, the planner suggests that you decide on these things. Same with like 9 months out, 6 months out, and the week of the wedding. So I think that this gives you like a great guideline to when to do things, even if you don't do them like when the time suggests. It's just nice to have it there, so when you do something, you can just check it off. They also give you a couple of spaces to write down your own stuff specific to your wedding. So like for us, we are doing 2 ceremonies, a traditional Thai ceremony and then a Western ceremony. So there are a lot of little things that we have to do like that aren't in this checklist already. So I think that's really cool how you can write those in. And even if your wedding planner or your planner that you're using doesn't have a built-in checklist, it is so easy to find one on the internet and just do one yourself. Find a blank page in your planner and just write checklist, and Google wedding checklist because they are so helpful. I mean, there are things on these checklists that you probably don't even think of to think of yourself. I actually saved a bunch of checklists on Pinterest in my wedding board already before I even got this planner, so I was able to look through those as well and kind of add in anything that I saw on there that I wanted to do. Alright, moving on. I'm not going to talk about like every single page in detail, but I do want to mention like kind of my favorites. So the next 2 pages are all about the honeymoon, and if you guys didn't know, I'm not even sure if I announced this yet, but we are going on our honeymoon straight after the wedding, and we're actually going to Japan. I know I go to Japan a lot, but we're actually going to Kyoto in that area, which I've never been to, and I think Noah will really like it because he loves things that are more like history and like monuments and stuff like that, I guess. And I feel like Kyoto has a lot of Japanese history. Plus I'm trying to like find places like hot springs for us and just fun things like that. So yeah, I think that there will be like stuff for both of us during our honeymoon. As you can see, I haven't really figured out anything besides the dates that we're going because I did buy the tickets already, but that is just a very cool 2 pages to have. Alright, so next we have the information for the bridesmaids and groomsmen. We actually only picked 4 people on each side for our groomsmen and bridesmaids. Alright, these next 2 pages I didn't really write anything in there because it is for the dress and tuxedo fitting. The next section that I think is really interesting is actually the vendor contact section. I don't have anything filled out because honestly we haven't really thought of anything, and the resort that we're having our wedding venue at has actually taken care of a lot of these things. For example, the package that we chose already comes with the food and the cake and the flowers, so all of that stuff is already prepared for us, so I don't need to fill that out. But if you are planning a traditional wedding where you have to individually pick all of your vendors, these 2 pages are a great way to keep all of your information organized. If you are shopping through wedding venues, this page is really cool because it gives you space to write down and compare like your different venue options. Noah and I honestly only looked at one venue and just decided to go for it because we're the type of people who don't like to like waste time and like pick and choose. We kind of just like to get things done like right away, so that's why when we saw a venue that we really liked, we were just like, okay, fine, we're just gonna go with that one. So that is why we didn't shop around. But I think this page is really cool if you are like one of those people who like to shop around and you need like a list to compare. And like I said, for any of these pages, if you do like them and your planner doesn't have them, it is so easy to just create a little chart like this by yourself. And that is also one of the reasons why I'm like showing every single page, because if you are interested in like creating a wedding planner or whatever, you can kind of look at these pages and create your own from them. So the next couple of pages are basically the exact same, but for like drink tasting and cake tasting and the photography, so that you can compare like different vendors. Alright, here's a page that I'm really excited to fill out, and that is the music playlist. I have been saving phones on my Spotify. This is also a really great tip if you are like trying to come up with like a wedding playlist. I've basically just been listening to different songs in the car, and whenever I find one or hear one that I think would be really romantic or really great to play at our wedding, I just quickly save it to my Spotify playlist. And what I think is also cool about Spotify playlists is that you can also share them with other people. So I should make Noah like follow my playlist so that he can listen to the playlist as well and be like, oh yeah, I do like this song, or oh yeah, I don't like that song. So that is a great idea. So if you are looking to build a playlist on your own, I also think that it's fun to search playlists on Spotify, like love songs or whatever, and just listen through them, and then from there save the ones that you like. The next couple of pages are all about registry and gift lists. We're actually not accepting any gifts for any of our guests because we are already making them travel overseas for us, and I really don't want my guests to spend any more money than they have to, so I'm really okay with not getting wedding gifts, and that is our choice. So although these pages are really cool to have in our book, I just don't think I'm going to be using them. Alright, the next couple pages I think are really cool to help plan like smaller events such as the bachelor party, the bridal shower, the engagement party, and all of that. I don't know if I'm going to have any of these events yet. I haven't really thought about them, but I think it's cool to have these pages laid out like this. Alright, next comes the couple of pages that I think are the most useful besides the checklist that I mentioned earlier, and that is all of the guest lists. Alright, so I'm not going to show you guys my guest list, but I will show you the blank pages because they do give you a ton of pages. I've only filled up maybe 2 or 3 of these pages, so I do have a lot of empty ones. I think it's just great because I love to have a visual of like all of the guests that we're inviting, and then I can also like check them off like once I've sent them the email or if they've like confirmed anything to me. We actually also have a digital guest list on our website. We're actually using Zola for our wedding website, but I do like having like a physical guest list that I can look at as well as the online one for RSVPs. I also have a couple of different pages of guest lists for the guests that are attending the wedding, the guests that are attending our like USA reception, and our Thai ceremony wedding. So I do like to have everything like kind of separated and laid out. As you'll be able to see, I haven't really filled out like anything on this planner, but I did want to keep showing you a couple of pages in case you are interested in building your own planner. So the next couple of pages are actually the seating chart. I think that it's great that they did it grid style because if you like have tables that are round or tables that are like longer and rectangle, you can kind of draw out the table shape. And then lastly, there are a couple of pages to put your wedding inspiration and then also notes and thoughts. So if you needed an area where you have to brain dump or you just want to print out a bunch of pictures on Pinterest, I still have to find time to do that because I do want to be able to put some, you know, ideas on here. I honestly think I'm going to just print out my entire Pinterest wedding board and stick it in here just to have like some cute visuals. Alright, lastly we have the stickers that I was telling you guys about in the beginning. There are a bunch of stickers in here. The first one is all like label stickers so that you can like label when you're having like your bridal shower, your bachelorette party, your honeymoon, when you have a hair appointment or a dress fitting or anything like that. And then the next page of stickers are all like functional stickers and also decoration stickers. So I have been using some of these as well. And here are also some more stickers for the tabs. So yeah, that was my planner. I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing it. Like I said, I'm totally a newbie at all this wedding planning stuff. So this has been a total lifesaver and a changer of the game. And honestly, get yourself a wedding planner, like a physical one if you are getting married, because I do think that they are just so useful and you just really need a space to like dump out all of your ideas and write everything down to keep organized and keep on track, I believe. So yeah, I will link down a couple of my favorite ones down below for you guys. So I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. And like I said, if you do have any questions or any suggestions for me of things that you want to see, please let me know down in the comment section down below. And thank you so much for watching, and I guess I will see you next time. Bye!